Hello, San Angelo. I'm James Bouligny.
And I'm Tessa Koskovich.
Today we have two great interviews to get to.
One with Ty Matlock, who is here to talk about a play at ASU that begins tonight.
And the others are two individuals who are here to speak about the Christoval Performing Arts Center.
Then we'll get into some news stories from today, but first, here's a message from Jim Bass.
Save big on new and used cars and trucks at BassBunch.com.
When anyone needs a new car or truck, where do they go?
That's easy, BassBunch.com.
What? It's BassBunch.com.
Everybody knows BassBunch.com.
BassBunch.com. Did I hear right?
There is only one place, BassBunch.com.
If you want to save a bunch of money, the only place to shop is BassBunch.com.
Welcome back, everybody. James Bouligny here with Teresa Cortez and Jack Campbell, and we are talking about the Christoval Performing Arts Center.
Yes, we are. We're very excited about it.
All right. First off, how y'all doing today?
We're doing great.
Fantastic. So happy to be here to talk about this project.
All right. Well, let's talk about it. Y'all want to build a performing arts center at the high school out there in Christoval, Texas.
That's right.
Correct.
Well, let's get into it.
And this is going to be a privately funded, multi-purpose performing arts center. So it's just not about an auditorium. It's going to have a band hall. It's going to have a multi-purpose lobby. So we hope to positively impact all the students of Christoval.
All right, so it's not a bond, right? It's not a bond that has to be put up for election or anything.
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. And then one of the things about that, it took us 25 years to pass the most recent bond to build a much-needed middle school. And the last thing that people there need is another bond. And so we made sure we were separate from that. And we're going to build this with private funding, either through personal donations or grant foundation funds. Okay. And that way we can keep it separate and build the project the way that we think it needs to be built for the students out there.
And we're so excited that this is our first time to be part of the San Angelo Gives effort. And so it's an opportunity for us to let the public know about this project and for really the community to come together and help us with this. It's going to be funded with private funds, but we're going to pursue grants and foundations that really help grow the arts and much needed funding. But to do that, we do need community support. So this is a great way to get started.
You know, I went to Christoval. I graduated in 2010. Banda, the guy behind the board over there, he graduated from Christoval 2019. We all know the cafetorium.
Yes.
Correct.
You got the band hall kind of connected on the back there, and this stage is not UIL approved they can't hold competitions there and everything. This, you will be able to do that.
Absolutely.
Yes. That's the awesome thing about this, and the students at Christoval. Number one, our one-act play is going to state again this year for the 10th time. We've won state 3 times. We've had 3 Samuel French Awards, and that's exciting because you've seen the cafetorium. You've been in the cafetorium.
I know about the point and everything.
Exactly. It's a non-UIL stage, so each time our students go to these other locales, they have to reblock everything, because the stages are always bigger.
Right.
And so that puts them at a disadvantage. And so we're so excited about that. You've lived in the band hall cave.
I played in band, yes.
Yes, so you know what we're talking about.
I do.
And again, our band is awesome, but we fluctuate because of the size. It'll build up and then it'll go down, build up and go down because the size constraints that are there. And we're hoping with this project we can correct both of those things.
And it's not just for one-act play and band. The lobby is going to be, you'll be able to hold proms out there. And just for the community as well. They could use, I'm sure they could use it as well.
Absolutely. A multi-purpose where, your athletic and banquets and your anything that school functions they want to have, they actually have a place to do it. Right now, the school is spending money to rent space. Maybe One Act Play wants to do an encore presentation after their appearance at state. We have to go to Central High School or maybe ask ASU, whatnot. Right. All these things are so restrictive. We can't even go and see our kids locally in Christoval. And with this new building, it'll be revenue generating. So we can have encore presentations there. People can actually come and donate. Right now, I personally don't even attend these things because I want those parents to be able to see those kids who are performing, and not even the school can see a performance right now. It is just so limiting. And our band is planning their spring concert this Sunday, and it'll be held at the park, so the community can enjoy it. Now, what if we had an auditorium for those kiddos to be, really highlighted, and better to take donations and whatnot, and really involve the community.
All right.
Right. We've used this, and my wife had a great analogy. She said, say for our basketball team that we went out and had to practice on one of the old concrete courts out back with the metal nets, or the baseball team was on the sand lot, and had to practice there, and then go play at a regular UIL field.
Right.
Well, that's what's happening to us now, both in band as well as one-act play. We have these sand lots, but then we have to go and practice on the real field. And so we're hoping to rectify that.
All right. Well, how do people get involved?
Well, we're excited that right now we're part of San Angelo Gives, and we would love everyone to help us. Every donation counts, and we are so excited that it is set up to help amplify those donations. So we're asking the community to really think about us now. Early giving is going on now, and May 6th, so we can really jumpstart those fundings. We're excited for the coverage of the donations that we've had so far, and we have a goal by this fundraising effort to have $500,000.
Okay.
So we really are asking the community to pull behind us on this and help us make this a reality. This is a marathon, not a sprint. This funding right now is seed money that we can use to pursue larger amounts.
All right.
So,
and we have raised already $500,000. Some people say, well, what will my $10 do? What will my $20 do? Well, obviously, we have lots of incidental expenses. We just recently erected a sign on the campus saying the future home of. We have expenses for these brochures. And so even the 5s, the 10s, the 20s, the 50s, those help us to meet those expenses.
Right.
And so there's no donation too small, but there's no donation too big either.
that's right. And we have on our website, we have naming opportunities. So if someone really wants to get involved, understand more about our project, but maybe they would like to be the name sponsor of the stage, or that beautiful lobby, or the building itself. I mean, from every level, there's an opportunity to participate.
Absolutely.
What's that website?
It is thestagebytheriver.org.
Okay.
And that's as one word, thestagebytheriver.org.
All right.
And yeah, we have this beautiful, right by the river. The location's right in the front. What's wonderful is we have the land.
Right.
We have the architectural renderings already. We've done a lot of work, a lot of preliminary work.
Yeah.
I mean, in the car, driving to different regional areas to understand how did they pull off a performing arts center or just a great auditorium. And what we really found out is this region, a lot of those other schools, they have royalty income that they can use and really build those facilities that are extracurricular. Tom Green County doesn't have that access. We are really bound by our property owners who are greatly supportive, but we're a farming and ranching community, and we're pretty small out there in Christoval. And all of Tom Green County, we all suffer this, but we're competing with schools that have state-of-the-art facilities, and we need to be able to give this to our children too. And when you look at it, if we don't do this, this won't happen. We will not be able to get this on a bond. We will not be able to ask our community for this. They have to do those core basic classrooms, bathrooms, cafeterias. They're providing the basics, and they're struggling to do that. We need to pull together and offer this for our students.
And as we've said, I mean, you've graduated from there. Many of those buildings are absolutely the same as when you were there. Mm-hmm. We also emphasize here, this is a historical time. Mm-hmm. If we can pull off this structure, it will be iconic and it will be historical. And people will look back and say, I remember, I contributed whatever to the site and to get this thing done. And I think there'll be a lot of pride in that.
That's right. Generational impact.
No, and like I remember Christoval. I remember walking back through the cave to the band hall. I remember the stage. Mm-hmm. This is something that Christoval needs, and I'm assuming this will be state of the art. I'm assuming that this will all be up to UIL code and.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
And while Christoval is a small community, it is growing. Like there's a whole bunch of houses that have gone up out there.
Yes.
Right.
So it's only going to help those people as well.
Right. And we want all of Tom Green County to know that, they don't think of Christoval as this little island. Why would we be giving to that? You're here. You're here in San Angelo. Right behind the cameras is too. These are our regional kids. This is our regional future. This helps our economy, and so much of our professions are getting more creative, and there's such an appetite for more creativity. This is just important to support as anything else.
Yeah, and what we found is that many of our students go to ASU. Mm-hmm. Many of our students go into San Angelo to find their jobs, and mm-hmm. they raise families here. And so even though we're there, we all face the same uphill climbs, mm-hmm. but we decided to take this on to see if we could put a stake in the ground, emphasize this can be done if we all pull together. And that will include those of us who live in San Angelo and those of us who live in that area, and even out of state and regional. We've received monies from people regional, so they want to support the students, give the students what they need.
All right. Well, did we miss anything?
I just encourage everyone to use SA Gives to its full potential.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate y'all coming on today.
All
Jen,
right.
thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Back to you.
My name is Cade Simmons. I'm the site manager here in San Angelo. What matters to our customers, I believe, is what we say is CT quality, CT experience, just making sure their needs are met, taking care of their home like it was ours. You just have to keep thinking of, it's never the wrong time to do the right thing. So just making sure you're taking care of what needs to be taken care of, and just knowing that they can rely on us, I think, matters to them a lot.
Welcome back, everybody. James Bouligny here with Ty Matlock.
That's me.
He's the director of the... I'm sorry.
It's Our Dear Dead Drug Lord at ASU, at the theater department, in the modular theater. It's a show about 4 young girls that are trying to navigate being teenagers, and so it's a coming-of-age story, of course, but it's also... They're going through a drug lord to try and navigate that and look for guidance. So it's an unusual thing. How will they do it? What will they do? But it's a very very unusual, very intense show. It's I believe we said it is 13 and up, but I honestly 18 and up would be smarter. But if you got a real mature 13-year-old, bring them along.
All right. You said it's all students.
Yes, all students.
So we put pretty much everything together for the show.
Yes, directors, or not the director. I mean, I was a student. I was alumni at ASU. But the actors, technicians, they built the set, they designed it, they're running the light board and sound board and doing all of that. Even the marketing, the programs and posters and everything, all done by ASU students.
All right. When does this play kick off? How many?
Starts tonight. Thursday, that's tonight at 8 p.m. And then we've got one tomorrow and the next day. So one first through the 3rd, 8 p.m. And then we go to the 8th through the 10th at 8 p.m. And then we've got a matinee show at 2 on that Sunday, so the 11th.
All right.
That's right.
And is there anything along with this show? I know sometimes they do dinner theaters. Is there anything?
No, it's a straight up show. It's
plug
theater in the
outside
round.
handing drugs out to people.
No, I wish, man. That'd be great. Why didn't we think about that? We should have brought you on. Little cocaine to dish out, get you going for the show. People would have enjoyed it a lot more, I bet.
I mean, I'm sure the play is fine.
Oh yeah, the play's going to be fantastic. But with cocaine, I mean,
How long have they been working on how long have they been working on it?
It's been a short production time, month and a half, 2 months really is all we've been given for this, and we've been in Tech Week, so that's the intensive process of getting everything to come together. But we've got it together. We finally last night we got it all together, and tonight we're gonna have the show. So
all right, how much does it cost?
I don't know the ticket prices. I know it's cheaper for students. But I believe it's $10, maybe $5 for students. Real cheap.
Affordable.
Cheapest show in town for sure, honestly, as far as theater goes, because, Angelo Civic Theater, it's $20 or so, $20, $25, somewhere in there. different places. Even going to the movies, it's cheaper than going to the movies. That's for sure.
Right.
Movies will break your bank, man.
And yeah, well, how long is the
production's
show?
only about an hour and a half is our running time.
All right.
Hour
So
15,
about
hour
90
and a half.
minutes?
Yeah. Pretty
right.
short show. Not a huge time investment. It is starting at 8, which is kind of late for me. But we get out of there about 9:30, 10 o'clock, usually even just for rehearsal. So that's when we're stopping and starting and stuff. So,
all right. So they have it down pretty well.
Yes, they do. It's
all right.
That's
really
well-rehearsed.
impressive.
Yeah.
Though, for only having a month or so to get everything ready to be hitting 9:30.
Yes.
If y'all starting at 8 at 9:30 every time, that's real impressive.
They do a really good job over at the ASU Theater Department. They put out some really good students. That punctuality is a big part of it. If you're trying to study professional theater, everything is done on a strict schedule. You got to leave room for the art, right? You got to let it breathe. But no, everything's done real straight. I have a wonderful stage manager that keeps me in line. So.
All right. Well, did I miss anything? Do you want to...
No, I think we're good, man. I really appreciate you having me on and letting me plug this thing.
Absolutely, man. We appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely. Take it easy, brother.
You too. Back to you guys. Starting off the news, 26-year-old Andrew Reyes was arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon for attacking the victim with a knife. According to court documents, on April 29th, Reyes was sitting in a truck when the victim approached him, told him to get back to work, which he refused. The confrontation then escalated to Reyes producing a knife and stabbing at the victim. He was allegedly so close to actually stabbing the victim that if he had not stepped back, he would have been stabbed. Reyes was arrested and is still in the Montgomery County Jail.
Today, out at Lake Nasworthy, a ribbon cutting for a lift station was held. This is considered a major milestone in San Angelo's infrastructure and is expected to significantly increase wastewater handling and support future development around Lake Nasworthy and the airport.
They're doing a lot out there on that South Concho Drive.
And we need it.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of work out there.
San Angelo is just getting bigger and bigger. More and more people are coming. We need the infrastructure.
And I like the drive, too. I like the South Concho Drive. It's a nice,
very
relaxing little drive. And it is nice, especially once you turn and get the trees kind of hanging over the road.
Going out there towards Dove Creek and stuff.
Or even when you cut back to go to, like, San Angelo Country Club.
Oh, yeah. No, it's really super nice. All windy and covering that river.
Yep. We'll get into weather right after a word from Jay Chandler.
It's hard to believe how reckless some people can be and how hard they fight against real victims. You need a partner who consistently beats the giants and who will never, ever flinch.
In weather, the high today is expected to reach 93, but things cool down tonight down to around 60. Tomorrow, the high only is in the mid-70s, and then we also have a 70% chance of storms throughout the day.
Tomorrow night, the storm chances decrease to around 20%, and the low will be 54 over the weekend. It is supposed to be sunny on both Saturday and Sunday, with highs in the mid-70s and lows in the 50s.
And then the start of next week does bring some slight chances of storms, with the greatest chance being Monday night, where we have a 70% chance of rain.
We will be right back after a quick word from Kano's Diamonds and Coins.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Kano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
Thank you for watching the Live Daily News Show.
The only locally owned news show in the Concho Valley.
Go like us on Facebook, X, and other social media platforms.
And download the San Angelo Life mobile app.
For the live team, I'm James Bouligny.
And I'm Tessa Koskovich.